Hello and welcome. This is Cami Johnson, and I represent L Group PR. And this is the most dream panel put together. And first of all, I would like to thank Afro Comic Con for providing this amazing panel to your audience. And we're just so thankful that you're here. We are here in this forum together, and it's called Lamar Roasts Franklin IRL in real life. So thank you for coming through. This is going to be an incredible panel. I would really like to introduce you to our guest. First of all, our first guest is Fritz from GTA Black Planet.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Fritz. I'm on one of the co-founders of GTA Black Planet. We're one of the first and only Black GTA gaming platforms out there right now.
And Fritz, this is a dream come true for you too, because you've been not only a GTA fan, but a black, a gamer that is African American, which is there's a huge community, but it's just so underrepresented in gaming. And GTA has been kind of like part of our culture, as we've always spoke about.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think one of the few things that people ever realize is that, GTA is like one of those few games where you can express yourself via fashion, the cars you drive, how you play, so on and so forth. But, as long as the game's been out, I think this game in particular, kind of brought like, the culture back to it just for the simple fact that we have, people like, Lamar and Franklin in the game, and it kind of just like it gave us like characters that we could actually really identify with, and I think that's
Yeah.
why it really took off. Even them without them being in GTA Online, every time they see them on Instagram Live, it's like, hey, Lamar Franklin, Lamar Franklin. So they still go crazy over it, but it's like it's amazing like to have found that community with my team and whatnot, and the following that's amassed since last year, December 2020, starting from like 7 people now to like, just about 3,400 people now. So, and one of my admins, Amber, she always says, this is only the beginning. So, one thing I do want to do is thank you as well for giving us this platform to really get our voice and our mission out there as well.
Well, thank you for that. So before we introduce our special guest, let's give them like a little bit of a background of how we got here today. Like, what is, how did it feel in January of 2021 when you first saw Franklin, Frank, Lamar Rose Franklin in real life?
The funny thing was like weeks prior to that, everybody kept on doing different ones. Like you'll see like Kratos, roasting Franklin. It was like Donkey
Hmm.
Kong roasting Franklin, Mario roasting Franklin, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you just see the real thing happen. It's like, oh, we're not going to be able to top. We're not going to be able to top it. So when the real thing came to life, it was like, okay, we can't really make fun of it anymore because we have the real people actually doing it. So that kind of just like took center stage. And like you said when we first spoke, it kind of put GTA back in the spotlight again. Even though it was already in the spotlight, it's like, oh yeah, these guys are back all over again. So like I was a little taken back by it. And the funny thing is, I played the game again a few weeks ago when I got my PS5 and I loaded it up and I realized like, wait, this happened in the beginning of the game and everything else that happened
Absolutely.
after that. And
Yeah.
it was like this is what's at the forefront right now.
Right. And it set this tone for the game and it just really made its mark in the culture. So now I really want to thank um, this opportunity. This is like amazing. So I want to introduce the creators, Anthony Johnson, who is of PlayStation Haven, and Slink
Hey everybody.
Johnson, the
What's up, Anthony?
famous Lamar.
What's up, y'all?
Awesome.
What's happening?
So we're so excited for the both of you to be here. This is a long time coming. I know that you guys have worked together on other projects, but you really did it for the fans. So Fitz, I know you have so many questions to ask. What is like one of the number one question you want to ask right now?
For Anthony Johnson, I think a lot of people didn't know, like even myself, because Cammy was the one that schooled me to like who created the whole thing. What was the inspiration of you actually putting that together? Because you've seen all the other ones where like people modded the game. They put like different video game characters in there. What made
Right.
you take it to like the next step of like, you know what? Let's end it all here and like make the real thing happen.
Now, I will say, and I apologize for all the other creators out there. I didn't try to end it. It was not my intention to kill the meme. My bad, y'all. Um, me and me and Slink were already working on a project called GTA 5 Real Life Comparisons, where we went to different places in real life that were in the game. And to promote it, I kind of wanted to take a scene from the game since we had Slink there and try to reenact it. And I originally wanted to do the Santa Monica scene where they first go to the beach house and take the cars.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
my son was like, "What's wrong with you, man? Don't you see how all these memes going on with people doing Lamar Roasts and Franklin?" And it just went from there. I talked to Slink about it, and he called up Solo, and he made it happen.
Yeah, and the funny thing you mentioned on GTA 5 in real life, is that still happening? Because I see a lot of people every time they go to California, it's like, I'm not gonna go see my family. I'm just gonna go see like all the GTA 5 places.
Right. I
So is
mean,
that
we
what's
have a
happening?
few episodes in the can, but we've been busy. We haven't been able to go out and shoot as much, and COVID restrictions and schedules, but we still have a lot of places to cover if we can get to it.
Oh no,
We got
definitely
five
something to look
episodes
forward
up. We
to.
got two more coming soon.
I might need that behind the scenes look, if anything.
You got
Now,
it.
Slink, you was already like, obviously you have a big presence on social media. Did you see all the memes going back and forth? And it's like it's weird because it's like you made the whole thing happen in the first place, and to be replaced by somebody like Mario or Kratos from like other games and whatnot. How did it feel to like see your character get taken out and somebody else put in there?
I mean, it was humbling. It's overwhelming. It's an honor. It's amazing. You know what I mean? I don't look at it as so much taken out. You know, I just see Lamar being incarnated in so many different images. So it was definitely an honor and a pleasure and very humbling. I appreciate all the fans for, again, just liking it enough to keep me in their mind, keep me in rotation, man. That's gonna live on forever, and I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah. Another thing, in 2017, Anthony Mackie, he had an interview in where he said that a lot of people don't go to movie theaters to see Anthony Mackie play. Anthony Mackie, they go and see play the Falcons, so they become a bigger fan of that. And the same thing's kind of happened with you and Solo because what's happened is that every time people see you, and I see it on your Instagram live all the time, they don't even call you Slink anymore. They just call you Lamar, Lamar, Lamar. How's that resonated with like all the other projects that you have going on as well? Like, is that something that like is it like a conflict of interest where you see like, okay, I kind of want people to see the other things I'm working on, or is it like this GTA thing's gonna happen for like a little while? It's been 8 years, so it's like, how does that make you feel knowing you're
I
bigger than
I,
Lamar Davis?
I embrace it. I'm glad that you can say that. I feel yeah, I'm bigger than Lamar Davis as an individual. However, I never take away from people's love and adoration for Lamar and the character, man. And you know, again, that guy I'm forever connected to, and he's forever connected to me. So, it's all good, man. I appreciate it, man. I don't mind it at all. You know what I'm saying? But I do make a note to, just make sure I'm doing enough stuff so people can see the distinction and know the man behind Lamar. Because if you like Lamar, you're gonna love Slink.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, my background is in public relations and really, finding the ways of like content creation and especially with Black creatives, we're in an arena where we're going to really talk honest here. So let's get that straight. Being a Black content creator in this industry um, has taken you in so many different places, the both of you. Um, I'm going to go with you, Anthony, because I know that oftentimes, as a gaming site or a place where Black gamers go to, I know that you had some of the bit of the struggle to kind of put necessarily like your face as a face of PlayStation Haven. How has been that journey of putting yourself out there more in the PlayStation Haven universe?
Well, I think the problem for me is I'm not necessarily the face because I don't like to be in front of the camera
Right.
at all. Like, this panel is wrecking my nerves right now. Just sitting here talking to you guys. I like to be behind the camera and create. I don't necessarily like to put myself in front of the camera, but I see that that's necessary. People want to see the face behind it. And now that I'm in front of the camera, everybody asks me as soon as I go live, "Where's Lamar? When you working with Slink? What's up with your yee ass haircut, bro?" You know, so that's the struggle now. Is I'm trying to get out there more. I'm trying to show the face, but everybody, I created too much of a monster with the video, so we have to wait till it dies down before people actually recognize me for anything other than that. But that I'm fine with that right
Right,
now.
because I had a conversation, with Fritz before this panel, and we really got into a deep conversation about because his group is the GTA Black Planet, which is, it's for gamers inclusively for everyone, but
Hmm.
specifically bringing in Black gamers because this industry, in a sense, do not always welcome Black gamers because I know that like traveling to Japan, there was many years where it was just a few faces in Japan
Yeah.
for Tokyo Game Show. And then as the years progressed, you see more and more Black people come and attend more gaming events. Um, what's been the struggle as far as PlayStation Haven has been taking that now that you've taken GTA and the whole story and aligning yourself with Slink, how does it resonate in the gaming world?
Well, she's asking me the tough questions now.
Uh-huh. I mean, what's been your feedback? Like, give me an honest answer of like
No,
how
well, my
people have
feedback,
responded.
the feedback that I'm getting is, when are you going to make the next one? Um, Everybody giving me suggestions about what scene they want us to recreate next. Go get Trevor and Lamar together. Get go repost some cars. Go to it's and the most popular thing now is shoot a movie. They want me and
Oh.
Slink to shoot a GTA 5 movie. And I'm like, hey, this was a passion project. Rockstar is not sponsoring any of this, so I don't have the funds to make a whole movie for you guys. But I mean, literally every day there's comments either saying that the graphics on PlayStation 40 are so realistic to make it look like this, or when are you going to shoot the next one?
Yeah.
And whenever we can, man, whenever we get a chance. Slink
So
is a
Slink,
Absolutely.
busy man, bro.
Are we gonna have a GTA movie? Because I know that I'm ready. Chris, you
Um,
ready?
I know he got a lot more going on than just GTA.
Right.
Is that my whole thing is that sometimes I feel bad. Is like I don't know if they're tired of it. Like like I'm asking like, does it get to a point where you're just like, how long can I really drag this GTA thing out? Because I know like I've been keeping with your social media and I've like seen your past. I know you played Love Pistol for the Englewood Carjackers. And people don't really give you the credit for that. It's like we want to know a little bit more.
yeah, man.
But
That city.
what has been your response, like with all of the GTA stuff? Have you had more than positive, or what's been like in the landscape of all of this? Like, how are you finagling? Are you finally getting out of the Lamar? Are you what is it
No,
for you?
Lamar's forever with me, man. I'm gonna forever be connected to Lamar, man. I love Lamar, man. I'm exploring other opportunities as well. However, I can't deny people Lamar. Again, like Anthony was mentioning earlier, we self-funded the video so far. So these are labors of love. And
Yeah.
I say that to say that, we doing those things for the culture. So hey man, that mean I love it when the dime
Right.
involved. You know what I mean? I really,
Yeah.
man, the
Yeah.
GTA 5 Lamar, that's just so special to me because the game being 8 years old, I really feel like I'm gonna cover about at least two generations of people.
Oh
You know
no,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
The kids that were, young when the game first came out, and now the young kids still discovering the game. it's been an amazing run, man, and I'll never turn my back on Lamar or GTA 5 at all, nor will I ever get tired of what comes with being Lamar. A lot of it is a lot of obnoxious, vulgar ass people saying some stupid shit in my DM, you know,
Yeah,
and
right.
I think, but only mostly because that's what they get at Lamar. I think a lot of people, might be kids, and they don't quite get it. They feel like that's how, like they get in my motherfucking inbox all the time. What's up? What's happening, nigga? Lamar, you that nigga. You a nigga.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. So, I just take it in stride and I just try to educate the young brothers when I talk to. I got to let them know you're not talking to Lamar. You're not talking to Lamar. When you reach out in them DMs when I'm on live and I'm talking to you, you're not talking to Lamar. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's why they fanatics, man. I appreciate it, man. It's all love, man. At least somebody, I'd rather have somebody loving on me and thinking about me in that regard than a whole bunch of others.
And that kind of
And
brings
it
to one of
must
my.
be hard for you, Slink, because for fans, especially before I met Slink, I was a fan. Lamar, Black Jesus, the Everest spoof.
Ever spoof,
And
yeah.
as somebody
Thank
who
you.
plays the game like crazy, just listening to him talk, it just throws you out of it. Because it's almost like he's not acting, it's just him. Just listening to him talk right now, I'm like, it's Lamar right there. So I'm sure it's hard for them to draw that line, that distinction between you and the character, because you sound just like.
Yeah, man, I put so much of myself into Lamar, man. Yeah, I put a lot of my most what would I call it, most delinquent ways.
Ratchet.
And gave him and Lamar was born.
Yeah. And
So
Fitz, yeah,
yeah,
Fitz, go ahead.
one of the things I wanted to get to, like, before, so we could, like, move on from the GTA stuff and, like, get onto, like, your projects that you're working on. That scene that Anthony Johnson recreated. How did that come about? Because I just don't see two guys from, like, Scotland or the UK writing exactly that, and you saying it. Like, was that something that was improvised, or that was just like the kind of chemistry that you and Shawn had prior that led to that happening?
All those scenes, I want to say like 85-90% of my dialogue was improvised. However, I wasn't necessarily just saying what I wanted to say. I don't even want to say improvise right now as much as I say translated. You know what I mean? The script was there, and that the Lamar Roasts Franklin line, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. It was actually in the script, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually in the script, but it was followed with something else. And I was just thinking to myself again, channeling my inner Lamar and thinking about life in Los Angeles, how, seeing that Los Santos will parallel, reality in Los Angeles. I thought to myself, I said, man, I'll never say don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I'll never say that. I mean, I ain't heard one of the homies say that at all. You know what I'm saying? And that was the thing, man. The script was filled with a lot of quirky lines of British, European, Euro type language that not didn't quite read well for me. So I'm thankful that I was given the opportunity to show them what a Los Santos resident should talk like.
Yeah, and speaking of that, like, I see often too with you that you can just walk down the street and they're like, say the line, say the line, say the line. How do you
Hit
feel
me.
about that today? They hit you up with that all the
I love
time.
it. I love it, and I'm glad they love. I'm glad they want to hear it. So you can hit me on Cameo at cameo.com/Slink Johnson, and I can say the line, and I can insert your name in the line and call you a whole ass nigga.
I'm a regular
Cameo
customer over there.
/Slink Johnson. I don't
Right.
mind, man. At first, early on, man, I was excited and just happy people want to hear. So I'd be randomly saying it in somebody. But after a while, it just, I still say it, but it just be too much. It just be too much. I'll be saying it all day. I wouldn't say nothing else. If that was I wouldn't say anything. You know, it's like I know that damn line front to back, back to front, and as I should. And again, I love it, but I be just trying to tell folks, man, be considerate of a nigga, man. You know I'm talking about? This is nigga bread and butter, man. You see me, you want to hear the line, nigga, tip a nigga.
Definitely respect it.
Damn.
We have bumped into a few people with some questionable haircuts on the street. And he has gone out of his way to point out how yee their haircuts have been.
Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of these young guys, it's a sad fact, but a lot of these young guys will never really receive sexual satisfaction due to their choice of haircut.
I'm glad I got mine done
That's
yesterday.
That's why I wear a hat. That's why I wear a hat.
Now, where did the hat thing come from? Because like you should look like
the hat game came up real. Yeah, the hat game.
And it's always a different one. It's never the same
man.
one.
Thank you for noticing. Strong Wool, man. My good friends over at Strong Wool over in Phoenix, Arizona, black-owned hat company, hat retailer and company. We reached a partnership, man. They keep me laced, and I let people know where they at. You know what I'm talking about? Let them know what it is, man. Make sure you hit Straw and Wool, man. www.strawandwool.com. I picked up the hats, man. You know, I always loved fedoras, man, ever since I was a younger man, but I didn't really get into them like I am now. When I was a younger cat, I only had a couple of them, but I liked them. I thought it was gangster, but I didn't really get into them until later on in life, and I'm very much enjoying them now. The hats are kind of like a crown, and it's kind of like oddly enough a coming of age thing for me, because I'm not necessarily claiming or you know, I'm not going to sit up here and claim being old, but I am a man of a certain age now. I'm a G. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you do G shit. You start dressing different. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you put your horseshoes on a little bit more often. You know, so put your hat on. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Let a bitch see what she choosing. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes a bitch gotta see what she choosing. You know what I'm saying?
That kind of reminds me of your the last promo I seen that you had put up for your series Pimps and Kinfolk. I said the beat on that promo was dope. But one thing I noticed that you said, you know, Pimps and Kinfolk is a place in safe haven for real people and like-minded individuals to upwardly mobile thinking place to come together and chop it up and express games. And when I seen that, I'm just like, you know, this is a different direction that a lot of people don't really see when they don't want to see when they want to look past Lamar, you know. And one thing I was wondering was, you know, is this where you were going to build your legacy post the GTA 5 era? Because I know Cammy's something like, you know, the stand-up thing has been something that you've been doing as well. And I resonate with what the purpose of Pimps and Kinfolk is. Like I said, the hat kind of makes it come full circle because it's a really pimping hat. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. This is a Bellissimo. Although I got to deal with Strong Wool and my friends over there, it's his family over there. Although I have that, this is a Bellissimo. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Bellissimo.com. That's Bellissimo. Yeah, Bellissimo, man. Get you one of these. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna need it's a size 9.
It's a crown, man. It's a crown, man. It's a form of a crown. You know, I've always loved hats. I got a fucking slew of baseball hats. I got like a fucking closet full of baseball hats, and I'm building my fedoras up to, you know, getting up to standard. You know what I mean? Just trying to, you know, stay fresh, dressed, and impressed all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Let a bitch know she choosing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to. Oh, go ahead, Fred.
No, I was like wondering, did you want to touch more? Because like I said, that promo, and you were really passionate in the promo of Pimps and Kinfolk. And like I said, sometimes like we have to peel back the covers on what most people know you for, even though that's like a big part of your fan base as well. But you know, it'd be good if like people knew what the Pimps and Kinfolk series was about and know that that's what you do to express yourself as well outside of GTA.
Fritz, Pimps and Kinfolk is an experience. Pimps and Kinfolk is a late night talk show platform designed, curated for and by real people. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to say the real N words, but you know, real people. When I say real people, Pimps and kinfolks is not about, when I say pimps and kinfolk, it's not about pimping women and my blood relation. Pimps and kinfolk is about people that's pimping life, like the people right here on this panel, like yourself. Whatever you doing, you know, somebody else is scratching their head trying to figure out how you make that shit look so easy. So you pimping the game, man. You pimping whatever it is, you pimping your field, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And kinfolk, man, if we all one species, man, we the human race, man. We all, you know what I'm saying? We all connected, man. You know, so everybody kinfolk. So pimps and kinfolk is for, you know, it's an entertaining platform. You're gonna get you some news. You're gonna get you some hard-hitting interviews, light-hearted, hard-hitting interviews. You know what I'm saying? We're about having fun, bro, and being informative and having fun and putting shedding a different light on a certain demographic of people like myself, you know, that we fit in, you know, urban cats, you know what I'm saying, young or old, you know, the urban types that aren't given the type of platforms and voices to show our humanity, because we into a whole lot more. Again, when you get on Pimps and Kinfolk, you automate. I'm sure somebody might automatically expect to see a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and we talking whole pimp talk. And nah, man, we having fun. We're having fun. We're having great lighthearted interviews with amazing guests. We're having wonderful musical guests come through. We're going over current events. We're enjoying libations and fine cannabis. It's an amazing thing over there on Pimps and Kinfolk, and it's like it's too much to describe. I mean, you never know what's going to happen on P&K. So trust me when I tell you, you just need to head on over to Cannabis Capital, Infused Digital over there on Twitch, and get with Pimps and Kinfolk, man, because it is definitely a vibe, man. A place where upwardly mobile thinking players and like-minded individuals, we get to come together, man, because it's more than meets the eye. You look at some of these cats and you look at some of these urban cats, and you know, however they might be dressed. Oh, he's a thug. Oh, he's a gangster. Oh, he's a pimp. But you didn't know this dude know how to do some shit real good. This motherfucker might be a geometrist. You know what I'm talking about? You didn't know this motherfucker real talented, and he might be a motherfucking sous chef. You don't know what this dude do. So I'm giving Pimps and Kinfolks an opportunity to be able to let people, you know, express themselves, man, and chop game, man. Check it out.
Yeah, it's definitely a different platform than what we're used to seeing right now, too. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna go to Twitch. I got to see that for myself in person. Honestly, I can't do you like that, bro.
Well, come on out, man. Come on out. Come fuck with me, man. Come fuck with me, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
based off
you
of
gonna
all of
leave
this
high.
that you're creating.
Oh, you try me right
That
now.
is so true. That is so true.
But I will have a choice.
You gonna leave high.
Choice.
You ain't got no choice. You're not even gonna smoke, but you gonna leave high, bro.
Man, read me like a book.
Well, I will say, like, you know, you started with, you know, Kids and Kinfolk and just all of these different things, you know, GTA, real life comparisons, and all of these different shows, and you're constantly doing different things, and you're having your hands in different pots. But everybody who's out here are trying to do something, like they have, you know, a story about their cats or a story about their gaming or whatever it is. How I want to talk to both of you. How do you start? Because it's like, you know, you can get on YouTube. What are the materials you need? What are the nuts and bolts and really trying to get into this game? Because there's a lot of people in this audience right now that are looking at it like, you know, I want to be able to do some things. I'm interesting. I have things going on. What are the mechanics of how to really start with, you know, just in this community of content creation? Like if somebody says, I want to start a channel, I want to start something. How does it start? Start with you, Anthony.
I say just get up and do it, because I started holding up a phone, following Slink around with a phone. So you don't necessarily have to have all the latest gear, the high tech equipment. It helps, but get started first and build from that.
And even if, because you started early, like in 2009.
I started YouTube when YouTube started, but I didn't think of it as a business, or as I was just uploading videos like everybody else. And when everybody else transitioned to like being in front of the camera, making $11 million a year, playing with toys, I didn't do that. Remember I told you I like being behind the camera, so I was just uploading trailers and everything, and I'm like, nah, it's time to step it up some. So you just have to take that leap and do it. And if all you have is a phone, you got an old singular wireless Pac Bell cell phone with a camera, man, you got to get out there and do what you got to do.
Right, right. And I know that, it does take just the drive, but the consistency. And for Slink, I know that because you started in this, how did you even start with this entertainment? And then what got you to this place?
A friend of mine I met back in 2000. I mean, in 1993, Jason Van Veen. He was a young filmmaker at the time, going to school for film, and he and I met each other. And we hit it off. I mean, he really dug my personality. He always saw me as a gregarious, outgoing kind of guy with a golden tongue. My game is so strong. I speak so good. You know what I mean? Um, he told me he wanted to put me on camera and do one of his student films with him, and I had never done anything like that at that time. And I was just like with it, and I was just more doing it because I was having fun with my friends as opposed to the idea of it being a business. And I went like that for a long time, just having the right friends that were filmmakers and creators, and it took a while, but it grew on me.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, because you did like the Super Rumble mix show with,
Absolutely.
and Jesus was introduced then.
Yes. I have been doing sketches and film, short film, off and on from the time I started to the time I got, introduced to Aaron Magruder and the Super Rumble Mix Show. And, again, just life and progression, just kept smashing, kept doing stuff and, got better and better and better and better.
Right.
And it's still a journey, you know what I'm saying? But I got better and better and I, got to the point where, okay, now you ready for this, so we unlocked that level of the journey and continue to move on. And I'm, looking forward to continuing to unlocking levels.
Yeah, because two questions come to mind too. Is that how you got to be on GTA? How did you get there? And then two, I really want to see your equipment game because everybody don't know Slink Johnson is like a super duper nerd. And because Slink is my client, I know what he
There we
does,
go.
but he's in
Look
he's
at it.
not
Look at
he
him.
has no
Oh damn.
game, like he has no equipment game that will, I mean, your game can't even beat his game because he got
I go broke
everything.
every time I see him in person because I gotta go out and get something else
Yes.
to
Now,
try to keep
So
up.
you know what? I hate to admit, man, I'm haven't been as busy with my toys. I realize I'm more of a gadgeteer. I love gadgets, and this being my field, it's only right that I, have equipment. However, I need a crew. Me and Anthony, we are exhausted. We are exasperating ourselves. We need some of you
Right.
young, strong motherfuckers that can see the vision to come
Please.
through and punch some of these buttons and edit shit for me. And you know what I'm saying? If you're in the Los Angeles area, man, and you want to intern with Slink Johnson and Dark Gemini, man,
oh, this is the
fuck with
Slink.
your
This
boy.
is
Like,
the intern call,
This is
yeah,
it.
really?
yeah,
This is
we
it.
need that, man. We
Oh
need we need
Lord.
help. Young producers and things of that nature. Producers, editors, writers, things of that nature who want to see the big picture and want to be part of something great. You know what I mean? I'm a very personal
Amen.
type of person, and I deal with people on personal levels. And I say that to say, when you come in with me, if you fit right, we're gonna be folks, and we're gonna get this shit done. You know what I mean? This is
Yes.
like, you know, these
Yes.
are labors of love, man. I just only want motherfuckers that love what we doing and down with it. You know what I'm saying? But we need some help though. So come. I got all these. I
Absolutely.
got I got four cameras and only two hands, and I can't be in front of the camera. I need my hands when I'm in front of the camera. So,
And he has
fuck with me.
cameras and microphones and then editing equipment and
And
everything
if
else.
you're
But
wondering why the GTA 5 real life takes so long, it's because we shoot it and then I'm editing it by myself. It takes time, bro.
And
But
and,
yeah,
yeah,
and just and not just that, but life. Again, when you're doing
yeah,
these labors of love, ain't no money coming in. The money got to come in from somewhere else. So it's gonna take a
right.
little bit of time away from doing that labor of love. So pardon us if it take us a year to get you another episode.
It'll be
But
there.
you can always hit the cash app.
Preach to him, dude.
No, but that's what I wanted to get to the meat of this, because so many people see like the end product and they don't understand like I've seen Anthony out here with the camera phone. He's upgraded from a 6 to an 8 to now a 12 Apple iPhone. And then I've seen, all these upgrades constantly, lighting, equipment, but it doesn't come like overnight. You literally have to like, okay, I just got paid. I'm gonna go ahead and buy lighting equipment. I just got paid again. Let me go ahead and buy this little itty bitty tiny thing worth $3,000 attached to my
Right.
camera. So those are things that, in content creation, here we go. Yeah. You're going to do the brag sheet. You're going to brag now. Why don't you pull out the brag?
Oh no, that's it. I told you that's.
Yeah. But even at that, it's not intimidating. I don't want our audience to look at it as something that's intimidating. It takes time. And these two guys are really, truly real people that, take time to collect, like just like a collection of, what are these things behind you, Anthony? All of these characters behind you. It takes time.
Right.
It takes time to really build up and be, part of the community and upscale and upgrade every time you see something that's wrong with the camera. You upgrade to a new lighting system, and you guys are really truly are on the forefront of that, and you're constantly doing this for your craft.
We appreciate you. We appreciate being, the acknowledgement
Right.
that it's being seen.
Yeah, nobody can do it
It's
alone.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say. When I first spoke to Cammy, one thing, like I hadn't heard of PlayStation Haven up until I met Cammy, and I seen all the work that you guys were doing. I'm like, we're having trouble discovering each other. Like just when I look for other Black GTA players, like
Right.
we don't know we need it until we start looking for it. So it's like, okay, GTA Black Planet knows about PlayStation Haven. They know about Slink Johnson's Pimps and Kinfolks. I'll go out there and go see them. But it's a matter of us like coming together and taking our platforms, whatever our crafts are, and being a resource to each other, because we can't just go in a corner and say, "Hey, I have this," and keep it to ourselves, because that's
Right.
like really marginalize ourselves in whatever industry we're in, whether it's gaming, entertainment, or however you want to put it.
Yeah, because I got criticized when we did the Lamar Roasts Franklin video. A few days later, I did a behind the scenes video with all the different takes that it took for them to get through it. And at the beginning, I put a title that said, "This is." I'm paraphrasing because it was months ago, but something along the lines of, "This is what happens when a group of creative Black people get together in spite of the pandemic." You know what I mean? And I got a bunch of comments like, "Why you have to bring race into it? Why you have to call out that you're Black?" And I'm like, what's the problem of being, proud of who you are? I think it was really cool that a group of Black people got together and made this happen. And I got a lot. I won't say a lot, but there was a little bit of pushback the first couple of days. Like that's the only thing they noticed in like that 8-minute video is that I said we were a creative group of Black people. So yeah, we need to shout ourselves out a lot more.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
yeah, and I definitely saw that. Like as it was coming in, when you said you're a creative group of Black people, there was really an onslaught of people saying, "Hey, it's not all about Black people." I'm like, but that's what the
Yeah,
facts are.
that's what we are.
Yes,
If we were a
and
creative group of armadillos, I would have said we were a creative group of armadillos. But we're a creative group of Black people, and I just put
yeah,
it up there. I'm like,
yeah, and
just
it became
calm
like
down.
a thing that people were like intimidated by. Like it's not, it's just a fact.
Yeah,
That's
we're not coming to get you. We just, hey, you know what I'm saying? Calm down.
Yeah, how do
So
we push through that though? Because
yeah,
I resonate with that, just because when I thought about the whole GTA Black Planet thing, when me and one of my best friends Cam, we thought about it and we created the platform. One of the things we always hear is, "Hey, it doesn't always have to be a race thing." How does that like how do you
Tell the
fight
police
through
that.
that?
Tell the police that.
Right. Don't bother us.
yeah. So Slink. I mean, have you gotten any kind of feedback like that? Like, I don't think anyone's messing with Gerald or Slink at any time, coming
No.
to you in that way, because you are part of the gaming. You are part of the gaming world as far as a character and voiceover. But what is your true response to people? Because gaming is a totally different beast. What have you seen in like a lot of these gaming events that you wish that you would see an increase of or decrease of?
Um, the gaming world is amazing, man. It's a little baby ferocious monster, man. You know what I'm saying? A pretty young community, being that, you know, gaming, we've had games since the 80s or whatever, man. But this generation now, these kids have grown up. We got a whole generation of people who've grown up with gamers. So now we have adult gamers that are well, I guess the gaming community is made up of a lot of adults. So I just see a lot of amazing things happening, man. I'm kind of high right now. I don't really know how to answer that question, but it's cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. I'm trying
Okay.
to sound cool and cool and informative and shit. Like, damn, that guy gave a good interview. I'm high right now.
This is what we get is Slink Johnson, and totally
Truth ain't
different
never hurt
from
nobody.
yeah.
Yeah,
This
right.
is Slink Johnson in real life. But I can imagine what the audience is thinking right now is like, um, there's all these questions of around like specifically into GTA. What is your take on what is going to happen in the future of GTA or just with you and um how are if they ask you to come on board, you there? What's happening with GTA?
I don't know.
Because I know that's a
Them white folks don't talk to me. I don't know. I know it could happen. I know it could happen. They could hit me off with a whole lot of bread. You know what I'm talking about? Just like on some bonus shit. Like, you know what, nigga? This game did so motherfucking good. We want to reach back and give you some love. You know what I'm saying? That's what could happen. I don't know what's happening with that shit, but that's what could happen.
Retroactive love.
Some retroactive love, some retroactivity. That's what could
Yeah.
happen right there. That could
right,
for sure
right,
happen. I don't
right.
know.
They are
And
re-releasing GTA 5
I
very
Oh
feel
yeah, go
hurt.
ahead.
recently.
I feel horrible because people so often ask me about the game and the future of the game, and I hate to let them down. Like, I'm not as involved in those decisions. I'm not involved in those decisions at all. I don't know what the fucking white folks doing. They don't call me. It's not like I just, hey, what's up, white man? How's it going? That motherfucker don't call me. So I don't know what the fuck they doing until he ready. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know where's GTA 6? I don't know. And you gotta
Right.
pardon me sometimes, fans, if you ask me that and you can't catch me and I'm kind of kind of snappy, because I might be in the middle of something fucked up or something, just having a bad moment. And y'all ask me like a dumbass question, like, I don't know. And if
And
I
he's here
did
to let you
know,
know.
do you think they have a certain thing called an NDA, which stands for non-disclosure agreement. So when folks be asking you, when you ask these celebrities and these different people about these projects and they say they don't know, they might know. But in this case, I really don't know. Like, for real. Like, but if I
Yeah.
did know, I'm not gonna break my NDA for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you break your NDA, you fuck your money off. And you niggas don't even want to pay a nigga to say the phrase. You just want a nigga in front of them all goddamn day saying the goddamn line. You don't want to give a nigga nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You don't
Hit the
hit a nigga
cash app.
cash out, man. Love me down one time, man. Love me down one time, man. $ Slink Johnson, man. You know what I'm talking about? You might fuck around and catch me somewhere, man. I feel good because my cash out fat, and I'll fucking say it for you. You know what I'm talking about? Pay it forward, man. Quit treating a nigga like a dickhead
Right.
with a booger on it.
So I know that, Anthony, you're doing like PlayStation Haven, but you have, you cover all of the gaming. What is the future of PlayStation Haven?
The future PlayStation Haven. I mean, we started off as a website back in the day. I think I started that in like 2009. just as a little platform for my friends. It was like MySpace for gamers. And we're transitioning over to YouTube. We still have the PlayStationHaven.com. We're still doing the Instagram page, but I think we're gonna fully transition over to YouTube
I'm
and
still here,
cover
battery
events. Okay,
See,
we're gonna
equipment.
cover events and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're gonna cover events when we're allowed to go back. COVID calms down completely. I want to do more E3 Tokyo Game Show. Actually, the last time I covered Tokyo Game Show for PlayStation Haven, I left my microphone on the bus in Japan, so we didn't get any coverage that year. So I gotta make up for that and head back to Japan and give y'all a little taste from our perspective of what being in Tokyo is like. And
Well,
I definitely got to bring Slink with me for that because that's gonna be hilarious.
Oh my God! So we're gonna
It's
have
gonna be a ball out there.
it's gonna be Johnson and Johnson in this way,
Right.
I feel
in
left out. I'm the
Tokyo.
only non-Johnson here right now.
Yeah, that's another question I get all like,
You're a
Oh
nigga.
yeah.
brother. I'm like,
You are
his spiritual
you are
brother.
cousin on our mama's side, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all got some Haitians in y'all family, this is him here right now.
Well, that was another thing too from GTA because I noticed there was a line that you said, Slink, about having Indian in your family, and, and that's such a black line, even though it's like, where did that come from, Slink? Like, how did you?
I mean,
pick
that's
that
the
one?
truth. That's the truth. I did 23andMe, and did all the little background. I found out I'm like one third Macaho Indian.
Macaho.
Macaho.
Damn.
He broke me on that one.
1/3, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other. What are you in the other percentages?
Oh, Senegalese.
Okay.
West African. You know what I'm saying? Mongolian and Aborigine.
Okay. Awesome. I can dig it. Now we just need a 23andMe promotional, and you'll be good to go.
All right.
The original man. The original man.
The original man. Well, I know that we're like over 40 minutes. We're in like 50. Oh my God. I wanted to really go into and transition into what is the future for Slink Johnson, really truly in the content world. What are your plans, or what do you see coming on the forefront that's going to take Slink Johnson to a next level?
Pimps and Kinfolk, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Pimps and Kinfolk is definitely a wave. It's an experience. It's a movement, and it's an innovative project that is going to expand my profile. And put it like this, man, all the bitches gonna be on my dick. All the bitches gonna be on my dick. Pimps and Kinfolk. It's amazing. You know what I mean?
That's not the world.
No. All the bitches, the whole world, all the bitches, the bitch ass niggas, all of them, they gonna be on my dick. Pause.
Macaho. That's that Macaho in you. Okay, got it.
But I'm still staying true to acting, and stand-up comedy is definitely something that I love as well, and I'm continuing blazing stages all over the country. We still getting together the We Know Your Mama tour, stand-up comedy tour, man, and again, I've just been blessed to be part of some amazing things, and I'm just going to continue to keep that faith that these amazing things will continue, and they're going to be, man, they will continue, goddammit, because we're going to make them amazing. I want to tell y'all something out there watching this shit, man. Look here, you better go get your shit. You undig me? Whatever the fuck yours is, go get it and make that shit yours. Quit letting these motherfuckers tell you that you can't do what the fuck you want to do, because you can. Get
100.
yours. It's going to take a little bit of a sacrifice, man. It's going to take some work, dedication, desire, resilience, thick skin. You're gonna hear a whole bunch of no's, man. It's a whole bunch of haters. Some of them haters might be in your motherfucking house, but you know what? Fuck them. Get your shit. You got this.
Yes. Yeah. And this panel is comprised of people that get their shit. We have because in the world of like marketing and promotions and PR, oftentimes we get told no all the time. And we work with clients that we work very closely with them. They're like they become part of our family. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to really believing in yourself and making sure that you stay true to it and be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency is key to this entire story of what Lamar Roasts Franklin in real life really truly is.
Say, nigga, if you don't believe in you, nobody else will. You better believe in you, young lady, young guy, man. Hey, guy, hey, buddy, believe in you. Because if you don't, ain't nobody else gonna believe in you. Hey, young lady, hey, lady, you watching me? It's me, the handsome dude, the one you choosing up on. Look, you gotta believe in you. Because if you don't believe in you, nobody else will. And get your shit and fuck what everybody else talking about, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I know Anthony, you're the shy one of the group, but is there any words of like that you can put out there for many of these content creators? Because you were in the trenches. There's been times where I've seen you damn near on a flip phone, doing some of this.
Whatever it takes to get the shot, man. Like I said, just take the leap. Don't worry about if your video looks as good as the guy you're looking at, the guy you're subscribed to. You don't have the equipment. You don't have 4K on your phone. You don't have a 4K camera. Make the video. Get the content out there. Get the followers. The rest of that will come to you. I mean,
Oh
when I
yeah.
did the Lamar Roasts Franklin video, I had 8,000 subscribers. I got 88,000 right now. So just take the leap. Go for it, man.
Right. You never know like what could go viral and when you guys going at 10 million on for this what was supposed to be just a promotional for
Right.
GTA in real life. But I do want to mention this too. When we went out there for the actual shooting of it and the day of it was a stupid hot day for one. But we had some really strange situations that happened that day. And I just know that even though we were in the real hood for a cool
Yeah.
amount of that time, and we had to kind of pivot and make changes to it. Um, I know that the response was good, but were you completely happy with the outcome of the actual recording of it? That was always a question of mine.
I was happy with it because we managed to get the angles right. I had my son next to me with his phone with the actual clip from the game so I could make sure we shot it at all the same angles because I knew that the fans would eat my ass alive if I messed up this video. So I had to do it. I just wish a lot of stuff backfired. I had a lot of technical problems that day. The microphone died. It just would not work anymore. So I had to, if it sounds a little off, I did the best I could post with no mic. I was using a really old phone to shoot it because I didn't have a good enough camera at the time. So I wish, if I, in a perfect world, I wish I would have had the camera I had now to shoot the video, but then I wouldn't have the camera I have now if I didn't just go ahead and shoot the video. But other than that, I look at it all the time myself. I think it's dope. I'm glad I was the one that did it. I look at a lot of stuff and say, damn, I wish I would have been the one to do that. I did something that'll be a part of the culture for a while, hopefully forever, and I'm real cool with the way it turned out.
Right. So we're winding down into the last 5 minutes or so. Fitz, is there anything that you would like to say, or because you are a fan, so I want to make sure that you really speak to the fans of not only GTA, which is one in itself, but also just as a leader in the Black gaming world as well. One of the leaders that's really pushing forward with this.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, I'd like to thank everybody here, Slink, for the cameos that you've come through. I mean, like I said, they're always on time. Like usually when I'm working and I put the request in, Slink is like probably like within 20 minutes, even though it says like a few days. Slink is always on it. Cammy for connecting me with Slink on like a more intimate level in this setting. Anthony for your platform. Like I said, I look forward to like promoting more of your work and just really
Appreciate
getting
it,
out
bro.
there. So we know that all of our efforts are like being recognized and like again, GTA Blackline is something I'm very passionate about, and I can't do it without my team. So I'd of course like to extend my thank you. My best friend Cam, G Skywalker, Amber, Gia, Xavier, everybody else that's in the admin group. But most of all, the support that we receive, from guys like, the Grand Theft podcast, with guys who are actually all the way in the UK, who's actually given us our first chance to be on a podcast that's also relating to GTA as well. So we receive a lot of support from them. But going forward, like the future of GTA Black Planet, we just look to support more of Black content creators, gamers. Definitely, support your future endeavors for everybody here. Just because this opportunity, it's not something I expected when we started a group with like 7 people that play GTA, just like look to play in the game, and it's come to something like this. So um, going forward, like I said, we just want to keep it strong. We just hope to collaborate with more people. Just really share our resources. Like I said, GTA Black Plane's coming up on its 1 year anniversary. Coming up on the Grand Theft podcast as well. So like I said, the future's bright. It's costly, but it's bright.
That's awesome.
Costly as a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to I wanted to get your information, but also I want to remind the audience to please this year Afro Comic Con allowing us to have this platform, which we're so thankful for. But they also have, this yearly event that also costs money. I mean, hell, but it's not easy. So if you guys could please just donate by clicking in the donate button right now, that would be fantastic. But in the meantime, I want to make sure that you get in contact with these amazing guys who produce something for us as a labor of love on their behalf. So, starting with you, Anthony, can you let everyone know how to reach you, your social media handles, your website, and everything?
All right, find us PlayStationHaven.com, PlayStation Haven on YouTube and Instagram. We need to build up our Twitter presence, but we're also on Twitter as PS Haven because PlayStation Haven doesn't fit in Twitter's handle. But yeah, everywhere on social media, PlayStation Haven, Facebook. And please, if you haven't, head to the YouTube channel and subscribe. That'll help us out a lot getting more of this content out to you.
Yeah.
And you, Slink?
Yeah. Super dope, man. Make sure you check out slinkjohnson.com for some amazing stuff. You know what I mean? Slinkjohnson.com. You want to get at me directly, Cash App, $ Slink Johnson. That shit is always, it don't never close. The alert come on my phone, $ Slink Johnson, Cash App, at Slink Johnson at Venmo. Or if you just want to chop game and talk some shit and like some pictures, man, hit me on Instagram or all your social networks at Slink Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have one more
And watch
question,
Pimps and
and I
Kinfolk. And watch
oh,
Pimps and
watch
Kinfolk.
Fifth and Kinfolk. Yeah. Also, I just have one more question, and I hope that you can be able to stay on afterwards too. So this year's theme for Afro Comic Con has always been about Afrofuturism and creating and highlighting stories that it envisions, a liberated future for Black and Brown creatives and folks. And so Afrofuturism is the vision, and I wanted to know what is your vision as we move forward for Black and Brown people in this community of nerdom and futurism.
More representation in these projects, in these films, and a broader representation of us as opposed to what
That just happened.
again, I love Lamar. I love Lamar and what he's done for me. I love Lamar and what he's done for the culture. But got a million. I want to see more than just street cats. I want to see more than just the you know, I just want to see more than the urban struggle. I want to see more of the human struggle in regards to people of color and minorities in film and video.
Yeah, right. You're good, Anthony?
I don't know if anybody can see me because I don't see anybody right now.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
you.
yeah, I see you over
I
here,
see
bro.
you,
Yeah.
nigga.
Okay, it's all black for me. I just say that I just want all of us to just work together more and not always try to be in competition with each other and just come together and make stuff happen.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Fritz, for working with me on this. This has been, a long time coming. I appreciate all of you guys. It's not too often that Black women be able to be in this forum of gaming, so it's an opportunity for me as well. So thank you to all of the organizers at Afro Comic Con. Hallie, you're an amazing person, and just know that we appreciate the work that you put in. So we're signing off. Thank you to the fans. I appreciate you for coming in. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Smoke
Peace out.
yours.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, take it.